Chris, did Shanann do something to them?
No, I don't know.
I'm serious.
I have no clue.
No, you would have known, because they didn't leave the house. Did Shanann do something to them, and then did you feel like you had to do something to Shanann?
Chris Watts, the man who murdered his pregnant wife and 2 young daughters. A crime that shook America not only for its brutality, but for the chilling calmness on his face after confessing. On the afternoon of August 13, 2018, Shanann Watts' close friend Nicole Atkinson went to her house after being unable to reach her and realizing Shanann had missed a prenatal checkup. When police arrived, they found Shanann's purse, phone, and medication still inside the home, but no sign of her or the 2 little girls. Chris claimed he had no idea where his wife and daughters were. He appeared fully cooperative, even letting officers search the house.
You said that you're about to become a good man. They're going to see this. You're like, what the fuck did you do, Chris? What? Like, why did you just go to college to begin with?
Well, they weren't in the truth. They don't know.
I know.
They weren't living their life.
I know, but still, it's I can never, like... I can't have anybody show you out there that anybody can go work.
The very next day, Chris went on local television, pleading with the community to help bring his family home safely. He seemed calm, composed, and in control of his emotions. Yet that very composure made both Shanann's friends and investigators suspicious. Detectives soon called Chris Watts in for questioning.
So I brought Graham in here because we want to talk to you about the results, okay?
Okay.
So, it is completely clear that you were not honest during the testing, and I think you already know that. You did not pass the polygraph test.
Okay.
Okay, so now we need to talk about what actually happened. And I feel like you're probably ready to do that.
I didn't lie to you on that polygraph, I promise.
Chris,
I know.
Chris, stop. It's time.
Just
Just stop for a minute. Take a deep breath. I want you to take a deep breath right now.
There's a reason you feel sick to your stomach. And when people hold stuff inside, it makes you physically ill. And I can just tell her face, I could tell from the second you walked in that you were wanting to just come clean and just be done with this. And I appreciate that because you knew sitting down in that chair that you weren't going to pass today, and you knew I was going to find out because I told you that. And then you continued to stay knowing that you could, at the end, say, you know what, I just need to get this off my chest. Like, I just need to tell you what happened. We're not here to play games. We're not here to do any of that with you. We just want to know what happened. So can you start from the beginning and tell us what happened?
Everything that I have told you, I did not lie on this polygraph. I don't know how much I could tell you right now. Like, I did not.
It's not even an option right now because you did not pass the polygraph. So I know you were being deceptive. So that's not even an issue right now. The issue right now is what happened to Shanann, Bella, and Celeste. That's the issue right now.
Okay.
Okay. So let's talk about that.
I've
I know you want to tell us. I can see it in your face. Holding this lie in is going to do nothing for you.
I know this. Like,
Okay.
I'm not like trying to like cover things up. Like,
Yeah, but you kind of are because it's normal. Normal people would do that. Normal people that make a mistake initially are going to go, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't do anything. That's normal. I would expect that. It's just like if you ask your kid, you know, did you write on the wall? And they go, no. And you're like, you have a marker on your hand. Like, I know you just wrote on the wall. And they're like, oh, okay. That's a natural reaction that someone's going to initially lie about something like that and then eventually tell the truth. So this is your eventually telling the truth time. This is where the rubber meets the road, Chris. Like, don't let this continue any longer, please.
I'm not trying to make anything continue. Like, I want them back home. Like,
but you know they're not coming back home. You know that.
I don't know in the back of my head. I hope they come back home.
But you know they're not.
I hope they come back home.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know they're not coming back home.
Chris, Tammy and I are confused. Okay. And here's what we're confused about. I told you that we've done some work overnight.
Yes.
I told you that we've got a lot of leads. Okay, that wasn't a lie.
I know.
We know a lot more than you think we do. Okay. And here's where we're confused. You're this great guy, and I'm not just telling you that, okay? I'm telling you that because everyone tells us that, okay? We can't find anyone to say anything bad about you. Chris is a great guy. He's a good father. He's a good man. We're confused as to why you're not taking care of your beautiful children.
I'm not taking care of them right now.
Right now. Where are they?
I don't know where they're at. Honestly, I do not know where they are at. If I could have my babies back home right now, I would. I want them back. I want everybody back. That is the God's honest truth.
I just find it hard to hear you talk about just having this emotional, conversation with Shanann, and you're bawling and crying together, and you have not shed one tear in 2 days that you've been here. Not one. And help me understand that, because I don't get it. These are your baby girls, and you have not shed one tear over them not being around. Chris, I lose my 4-year-old in the store for 10 seconds, and I start to go panic. I have not seen any of that from you at all. Help me understand that.
I love those girls. I would never do anything just because I haven't shed a tear.
No, that's weird. Is that weird?
Don't look into that like I don't love my kids.
Well, tell me, explain to me. You're crying with your wife that you're leaving her.
Yeah.
But you don't cry that your 2 little baby girls.
I'm hoping they're still around. I'm hoping they're still somewhere.
Yeah, but you don't have them right now. You're not reading stories to them at night.
I know.
You're not giving them midnight snacks. You're not giving them their medicine. You're not waking up with them in the morning.
I know this.
So that should cause you pain.
It does cause me pain.
But I don't see that. I don't see that. I want to see the Chris that cares. I want to see the Chris that, feels bad about what he did and wants to, get this off his chest and be done with this. And let us find your little girls so that they're not out there in the middle of a field or whatever somewhere. Don't do that.
I love those girls to death.
Then show us that. Show us that. Show us this Chris, not this Chris.
I'm not showing you that Chris. I'm showing you the Chris that cares about his girls and his wife. Just because I haven't shed a tear, it shouldn't make you feel like I haven't, that the love isn't there for them.
It's weird. It doesn't make sense.
I understand that.
You have to.
I totally see where you're coming from. Trust me, there's nothing. Just because
Chris, people can be pushed to the point where they do something that they regret. It happens every single day.
I know.
But part of what makes you a man is the guy that goes, I really fucked up, but this is what I did, and I'm going to pay for what I did, and I'm going to tell you what I did, and I'm going to be honest about it.
Chris, we can keep talking to you once we find these girls, okay? So once we find these girls and your wife, right, no matter how we find them, no matter what condition they're in, we can keep talking to you, and you can tell us, guys, it's not as bad as it looks. And you can say, let me tell you what happened. I was never comfortable with you, Graham, or with you, Tam. No, I wasn't comfortable yet, but now that everything's known, now that these girls are found and Shanann's found, however they're found, it's okay. We can keep talking to you. Okay?
Chris, did Shanann do something to them?
No, I don't know.
I'm serious.
I have no clue.
No, you would have known, because they didn't leave the house. Did Shanann do something to them, and then did you feel like you had to do something to Shanann?
No, they were at the house when I left. They were there.
They weren't there. They didn't leave. They vanished.
They were there.
The only way they could have left is in your truck.
There's no way, because I didn't just throw them in my truck.
You know your truck has GPS,
yes,
right?
Yes.
Because you told your boss,
yes.
hey, I'm going through separation, or maybe staying at a friend's house, whatever. You know that thing pings every 10 seconds?
Yep.
So we will know
You can't turn it
exactly
off.
I know.
And
where
your-
you went.
And your company's giving that to us.
I know.
Okay. Are we not asking the right questions, Chris?
You're asking all the questions.
What are we not asking you right? What are we doing wrong?
You're not doing anything wrong.
Did Shanann do something?
I think she did anything to these kids. We both love them with all our hearts. There's no way.
It could have been an accident. Something happened in the house that you know about. You failed the polygraph test, Chris. This is not about, did you leave and your wife vanished and you didn't know anything about it. That was not what you were asked, okay?
Okay.
We know that something happened to all three of them. But I want to know, did something happen to these baby girls first that you had to take into your own hands and deal with?
You had to clean it up for Shanann.
Chris, you gotta tell us. There's something that happened to these baby girls. Look at them.
I know. Before you came in, I was just watching videos.
We have no doubt you love these girls with all of your heart. I have no doubt. But we make mistakes.
And that's okay.
It's what we do with those mistakes that make us who we are.
Chris, it seems like you're thinking about it right now. What are you thinking about?
She couldn't have.
I feel like you cleaned up for her. I feel like that's the type of guy that you are. Which one of these has the breathing thing?
Well, they both have inhalers, but she has the EOE. Encephalitis.
Did she have problems breathing?
And only like with her allergies and whatnot, like if she had anything next, but she's on with the endoscopies and everything and the surgeries I told you about.
Do you think she had trouble breathing that night? And Shanann freaked out? And didn't want to live without her baby girl?
I don't think so.
Did you hear about the homicide that happened in Aurora, where the guy beat that family to death with a ball-peen hammer?
Mm-hmm.
The only person that survived was a 3-year-old sibling. And that sibling grew up to be a total mess. No family, no mom and dad, no brother or sister, just her by herself. She says, I wish I would have died with them. And there are times that people freak out. I've seen it. I mean, I've been in law enforcement for almost 20 years. I've seen it. Parents freak out and they're like, oh my God, like, I can't have my baby girls live without each other. They're best friends. They're like twins. They're, you know, they wake each other up in the morning. And I understand that. We had a mom in Castle Rock that suffocated both her baby girls. She's like, my husband was going to take them, and she's like, I just couldn't handle. I thought I was doing right by them. I thought I was saving them pain. And I get it.
Why? How'd she save them the pain?
She didn't want them to have to live without their mom.
Chris, this is a weight that's going to be on you for the rest of your life until we resolve it tonight. Unless we can talk about this more tonight, this is going to follow you forever. I promise you, when you start talking to us, you will feel better. I know you already feel better about getting the Nikki off your chest.
Please don't like involve her in this or anything like that. She can't do that.
You got to help me.
I know.
Chris, we're giving you a lifeline right now. You need to take it. You need to reach out and take it.
Did they look like this the last night you were with them?
She had that dress on, like, on the 8th or 9th. It wasn't this, but she had that dress on. 'Cause I remember I had 2 buttons on the back. I had to take them off so I could get her pajamas on that night.
Did you guys make sure that they were warm when you left the house?
Make sure they were warm. They're always warm. They always have, when they're in their beds, they're always warm.
Okay. Were you guys taking care of them at the very end?
They're always taken care of. They never miss a meal.
Chris, you took them out of the house with their blankets and their animals. Like, that's because you cared. That's what a caring dad does.
I mean, I'm always caring for these kids. There's nothing in this for my life.
I believe that. I believe that, and I believe someone made a mistake, whether it was you or Shanann. And you've either cleaned up after Shanann or you made the mistake, and I mean, I want to believe that maybe Shanann did it and you felt compelled to fix this so Shanann didn't look bad. That's what I want to believe. But I don't know, you're not telling me that, so it makes me think the worst. Like, did you do that to all 3 of them?
I did not do anything to these kids. Not do anything.
What did Shanann do to them? Tell us, Chris. Chicks are crazy.
Can I talk to my dad or something?
Absolutely.
Come.
Do you want to bring him in here?
No, I just can't talk to my dad. Like, I flew across the country.
Hey, Chris,
I can't.
how about this? If we brought your dad in here, would you please tell him what happened?
Can I just go? I'm not been in here for like 5 or 6 hours, and I'm like,
Absolutely. Chris, look at me, man. It's not going to feel any better. He deserves an answer.
It's your best friend.
There's only one person you wanted here most, and that's your dad.
yes.
What would you tell him?
I love him, and I just want him to be by my side.
Okay. He knows more than we do that you're a good man. And he knows as much as you want to protect your wife, Shana. I think he would tell you to do the right thing. Before we get him.
Can I go out there and talk to him?
Well, I don't know that you want to do it out there because there's a lot of people going through the halls. Should we bring him in here?
We'll step out. Okay?
Do you need a few minutes with him?
Okay.
Okay. Can we just ask a couple more questions? It seems like you're about to get it off your chest. Is there any way that you can help us understand more about Shanann and why maybe something happened, so that we don't get a bad picture about her? And what I mean is, what happened with her?
As far as like after I talked to her,
With the girls?
like when we were having that conversation in bed there,
Mm-hmm.
like when I talked to her about the separation and the house, and she asked me about the affair, and
Okay.
that's how that conversation went.
Okay.
She was distraught. She had like mascara on her face, all that. I mean, it was emotional.
Well, how about this? If we bring in your dad, will you promise me that you'll talk to him?
I'll talk to him.
Okay. Will you promise me that you'll tell him everything? Would it be easier if you told him and he told us?
I don't know.
Okay. I don't know if that's going to be easy or not. I tend to think it's not. I think you're the type of guy that needs to take responsibility because you always have taken responsibility. You've always made the right choice. So, I guess I'm just worried that if we bring your dad in here, that could distract you. What do you think?
Distract me from, like, talking to you?
Yeah.
I just need to talk to him.
Okay. All right. I know you'll do the right thing. I do. I don't know how long it's going to take. I think that you need to think a little bit more about that. Okay?
And you need to realize that your dad is not going to stop loving you no matter what you tell him. You are his child, and he will not stop loving you.
Never.
Ever.
And this is not the last chapter in anyone's story. At all. Okay?
In front of his father, Chris began to confess. He claimed that on the morning of the murders, he and Shanann argued about divorce. Shanann accused him of having an affair. Then, according to Chris, she killed their 2 daughters. Chris said he lost control and strangled Shanann to death. Afterward, he transported the bodies to an oil field where he worked. He buried Shanann in a shallow grave and placed the bodies of Bella and Celeste inside separate oil tanks. Investigators later confirmed the locations using GPS data from Chris's work truck.
What's going on with the thing, or? It's, polygraph. Failed it. Yeah, because there's too much emotions. So, I mean, they're not gonna let me go.
Is there any reason why they shouldn't?
They know I had an affair. And they know. I can't complain about that.
They know you had an affair.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else you wanna tell me, what's going on, or what happened, or anything, or you don't think about?
When we had that conversation that morning, it was emotional, it was, told her about separation and everything like that.
Mm-hmm. What happened after that?
I mean, I went downstairs and I don't want to protect her.
What?
I don't want to protect her.
You don't wanna protect her?
I don't know what else to say.
What happened? Huh? She hurt him?
Yeah. And then I
What now?
top number.
You hurt her? Did they leave after that, or what happened? So she started hurting the kids.
Paper.
Talk to you guys, what happened? What? You smell it? Or choking? No.
I didn't hear anything. When I was downstairs, I came back up and they were gone. I don't know, like me talk to her about that. Talk to her about separation and everything, about,
And she lost it.
I don't know, like, what else to say, like, I freaked out. I had to say it. Those are my kids.
So she. Found it that one time. freaked out over the separation and everything.
She laid back down, but I went downstairs, but I heard like a little commotion upstairs, but I didn't think anything of it.
Mm-hmm. And then you went back upstairs and she was,
I could see like she was on top of the sheet.
choking her, or did she kill her?
They're blue.
Both of them.
Yeah.
She choked both of them to death.
I freaked out in the champagne. I don't want to say it though.
No, it's,
I figured I might call the cops about it.
so when you do all the bodies off or something?
I mean, I didn't know what else to do. I
Freaked
freaked out. I didn't know nothing else to do. I didn't know what to do.
So she killed Lucy Stevens, choked her to death. You lost it and choke her or?
That's just rage. I hadn't. Like, in her heart, I know she knew about the affair. She just was waiting for me to say something and for me to deny it again. I think she just lost it.
That's when she went off and told her about it.
That's when the crying, like, happened. And
Will you tell us what you told your dad?
after that conversation,
Drink water or something.
no, it's fine.
Yeah.
After that conversation we had, and she accused me of the affair, and she, in her heart, she knew what was going on. And she knew about the dinner the other night. It was too much for just me.
She knew about what now?
When I told her I went to a Rockies game,
Oh.
I went out to bed. I went downstairs.
And that's when you told her about the separation.
Well, that was when I was upstairs in bed.
Oh.
And told her, what I wanted in the come on the separation. And that's what I want.
That's fun.
I went downstairs and started packing up a few things. And I heard a couple things upstairs, but I didn't think anything of it. I continued to just, my own thing and get ready to get everything packed up.
Next.
I went upstairs and I was gonna talk to her again. And I saw on the monitor, Bella's covers were like pulled off and she was just laying there. She was just hot. It's like, oh, everybody's see. She was in there with her, on top of her.
Choking
Freaked out. I ran in there and got on top of her. didn't know what to do.
I know.
I didn't know what to fucking do. Like, none of this made sense. Why would she hurt my fucking girls?
So, Chris, are they in something? Are they under the ground? Like, how would you find them? You take us out there?
There's no way I want to go out there. I mean, I will if you want me to. I don't want.
What if we, what if you and me and your dad just drove by and you could just say, right there, we could help you just get him out of the cold, you know, take care of him for the last time.
I'm sorry.
I know you are.
I know you are. I know you came in today to do the right thing. You didn't have to come in. You came in all on your own.
Yes. Don't take anything less.
What?
Just please don't take anything less than talking about that.
Are they all three out there, Chris?
Yes.
Okay.
What was she doing to Cece?
She's just on top of her. My hands around.
Hands around what?
My neck.
You saw it?
I saw it on the monitor.
Okay.
And that's why I ran in there.
What'd she say?
Threw her off. And saw Cece was just already blue. It's not moving. And just that blind rage, I just did the same thing to her.
Did you ever go into Bella's room?
So pushing it back in, that's no, when I saw her on the monitor, the way she was laying, the bed just sprawled out.
Is that when you packed up their special stuff? So where'd you put them? Get them out there.
In the truck.
Which part?
Driver's side here.
In the passenger compartment?
Driver's side. In the rear. Right behind my seat.
What do you think of on the way out there?
There's, and the babies are gone. And I put my hands around my wife's neck and did that same thing. Just
Did Shanann fight back at all when you did that?
the rage that I had after seeing that, like, not much.
How do you know Shanann was dead?
Smooth.
You look on their Facebook page, like 2 days ago, they had this like 4 or 5 foot long baby dog.
Mhm.
Yeah, laying on the couch with a sheet over it.
She ended.
Yeah. Before any of this happened.
Yeah. That's a good point,
So
Ronnie.
I'm thinking, that's not a thing, I don't know.
That's a very good point.
If I can't see it now, I'm blocked on theirs, you look on their Facebook page.
What did it say, or what was the
And you
caption?
said, what do you say to this? Something similar to that. And a tall big dog, about that tall, was laying on one of our couches and had a sheet over across the head, all the way up, you can see his feet hanging out. Saying like Bella had done that. The kid won't do that.
Do you remember that, Chris? What do you think?
Make fun of it. Thought it was funny.
Did Bella do it?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I don't think so. But I don't kids enough, I don't think she would do something like that. I've seen them have their dolls and stuff out on the floor and just covering up waist and stuff, and something like that, but
Okay.
covering their head and everything up like it's
Like this what?
like a body laying there or something.
It sounds like kind of,
I'm sorry, I lied to you. Commander. I mean, you knew what was gonna happen.
You stayed for a reason.
Chris, you're a good man.
I'm not a good man.
Well, you stayed. You wanted to talk. You knew it was going to be hard, and you still stayed. And that's what a good man does.
Stayed here for 6 hours and 11 minutes before.
I just stared you in the face.
We're glad you did.
I can see when the rage would come out, see look for kids dead.
You don't know. You don't know when you look at you come out and see a move.
I told you your dad still love you, no matter what.
Could you let someone kiss the butt?
Get through this now.
Hey, Chris.
Nothing will ever be the same again.
When you came in, was your wife on top of her right when you came in? So you saw it in person?
I saw the mom, and that's when I rushed in. So I went in there to talk to her again.
And when you came in, she was right there on top
She
of
was
you?
right there.
Okay.
Her hands on her throat.
She didn't know what to do.
Were you trying to save Cece?
Hard blue in the face. She wanted to move. Her head spinning over left like that.
So where did you put them out there, Chris? That's really important. Down in something, or they under something? In something?
I didn't know what else to do.
I know, so tell me what you did. I know,
I didn't know what else to do. I was so scared.
I know.
It's like, my wife just did this, and I just did that. What do I do?
Right.
Anything that I would do from there was just going to be just insensitive and just a horrible thing.
You were in a tough spot. I mean, what can you do, right?
Sometimes your body just kind of takes over and... I'm looking at your dad now. Are you sure?
I'm there. What's gonna happen?
We're gonna help him get out of there. Do you,
Like, what?
would you prefer that one of your coworkers?
Oh my God, no, no, no.
Okay.
I can't have that.
We're afraid of
You just said that you're about to become a good man. They're gonna see this. You're like, what the fuck did you do, Chris? What? Like, why didn't you just go to cops to begin with?
Well, they weren't in your shoes, they don't know.
I don't.
They weren't living your
I
life.
know, but still, it's like.
People are
I
gonna.
can never like.
We'll just go little steps at a time. How about that?
I can't have anybody show you out there. Let anybody, no coworkers, please.
Okay.
I mean, they're just gonna form their own opinions anyways once they figure everything out anyway.
We'll find it anyway.
We'll just take little steps tonight then. How about that?
Yeah, do you have to have any of them with you?
No?
No, we prefer you.
Can you and me and Tammy and Ronnie get in the car and just drive out there?
Just general direction.
You just point it?
Take it from there.
Chris, I know they're gone, but they're still your babies, and you're still their dad.
You don't want them out there.
I don't want them out there.
And you don't want someone else to find them out there. You don't, I promise you. You give us a second so we can kind of get some things arranged. Do that?
Ronnie, do you mind staying in here with him?
What the fuck is this?
One step at a time now.
This is just fucking horrible. The problem is I don't even know if they believe me or not.
I'm gonna have to text my daughter, have her go to my house before my wife finds out. This ain't gonna be on the news anytime soon, or is it?
No, not tonight. Can't imagine tonight, no. I mean, I don't really have much say in that, but I can't see that. Do you want me to take you out to the lobby and you can go to the bathroom and then text your wife and stuff, talk to them?
I don't want to go outside.
Yeah, I'm gonna go outside.
Just watch the press people around.
Yeah, I'll see who's out there while you're over there.
You want your water, you want to take your water with you?
Yeah.
We're gonna try to do our best to make sure that we, we don't stand to gain anything by broadcasting any of this. That's not what law enforcement is ever really about. So we're gonna try our best to handle that as discreetly as possible, but they're pretty good at what they do too.
So I'm not from, you're probably not from around here neither, are you? Or are you?
I've only been here a few years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gonna find a lawyer or something for, not from the defender, but somebody else.
We can talk
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Get your phone. Got it, okay. Let's go this way. All right, we'll stop.
In the end, it was all a horrifying cover-up. The truth came out, and Chris Watts was sentenced to 3 consecutive life sentences without the possibility of parole. He also received an additional 48 years for unlawful termination of pregnancy to be served alongside his life terms.
Words that come to mind when I hear the evidence in this case are a senseless crime and the viciousness of the crime. And equally aggravating in this court's determination is the despicable act of disposing of the bodies in the manner in which they were done in this case. I've been a judicial officer now for starting my 17th year, and I could objectively say that this is perhaps the most inhumane and vicious crime that I have handled out of the thousands of cases that I have seen. And nothing less than a maximum sentence would be appropriate, and anything less than the maximum sentence would depreciate the seriousness of this offense. So the court is going to sentence Mr. Watts as follows. With regard to count number 1, murder in the first degree as it relates to Shanann Watts, the court is going to sentence you, sir, to a life sentence in the Colorado Department of Corrections, followed, with no possibility of parole. And that is going to run consecutively to all but counts 3 and 4. With regard to count 2, as it relates to murder in the first degree with Bella, the court is going to sentence you to life in the Colorado Department of Corrections with no possibility of parole. With regard to count number 3, the court is going to sentence you as it relates to Celeste to life in the Colorado Department of Corrections with no possibility of parole. With regard to counts 4 and 5 relating to Bella and Celeste as a different theory of first-degree murder, the court is going to sentence you to life in the Colorado Department of Corrections, and legally those sentences must run concurrently as a different theory of first-degree murder. Recognizing the unlawful termination of pregnancy for the unborn child that has been named Nico, the court absolutely believes that the maximum sentence of 48 years would be appropriate to run consecutive to the other charges, with an additional mandatory parole period of 3 years as set forth by statute. With regard to count number 7, as it relates to tampering with a deceased body, as well as counts 8 and 9, each a class 3 felony, the court is going to impose a maximum sentence of 12 years each for those counts to run consecutively to the other counts. The court is going to order that the statutory fees be paid and court costs. The court's going to grant the prosecution 91 days to file a notice of restitution, and that will be the sentence of the court. We will shortly be in recess. I would respectfully ask the parties that you remain in your seat. There is a plan by the deputies on allowing people to exit the courtroom, so please remain seated until you are authorized to leave the courtroom based on the direction of the deputies. Deputies, I would respectfully ask that you take this defendant into custody and have him serve the rest of his life in the Department of Corrections. We are in recess.
An unfaithful husband, a cold-blooded father, 3 lives buried to buy a new beginning with his lover. If the truth sends a chill down your spine, subscribe to the channel so you do not miss more terrifying cases. We tell the crimes, you are the judge. You are